Yo, what's going on guys, Spotlight here, and we have 20 minutes of non-stop tracer plays in Overwatch League Season 3. You're gonna love this guys, please subscribe and like. It took a while to do this, collecting all these clips. So yeah, hope you enjoy it and really appreciate any support on this video, thank you.
They do manage to get back on the point on time. GodsB with the pulse manages to snipe Rhea out of the skies. Pulse bomb does miss, but support goes down regardless. Tracer hands out, doesn't matter what GodsB plays, he's going to be good at it. Shoe falling, and now Bebe does get traded out, but Spark still with a man advantage on points.
Waiting for that immortality field to go away perhaps before he uses the pulse bomb. Instead we'll just go ahead and use the pistols to get rid of fusions. Headshots flying through. There's going to be the hold in the stick, and there's the bomb. Danteh coming up with a double kill just on the back of that.
Immediately with the preventing flux. Yeah. It's going to be an immortality field, but they're still pumping a lot.
Like aggression, OniGOD! Look at that! 4 kills! Unreal performance.
Self-destruct, hopper. Can't find anything, and who are you? Shut down. Colourhex. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually gross. Colourhex is dominating on this Hanzo.
Yeah, but you know what, though? Jonak had rotated all the way around to the choke. Now they finally know where he is. Doesn't matter, though.
The retake is there!
Eternal still trying to turn in. It's XC showing up big, deals with Ons, but the bomb from the grave! From downtown, no less. And that's Prime Striker! Oh boy!
Doing the same thing, trying to assassinate, trying to find XC, and well, I mean, it's 2-0 for the Valiant in terms of DPS on DPS action, and that's not a good sign for Paris now. They're getting bundled out of this first stage of the map.
And I think what you saw there is that the Valiant did just do a much better job supporting KSP. Like, KSP's at least getting like some armor packs, some healing, like when that battle's going on, where XC, because of his positioning.
The immortality field, everyone weak on Houston Outlaws, and that means the Gladiators are definitely going to be capitalizing off of it. They tear them to pieces. Danteh though with the one clip. Yo, he takes out Kevster as well. Danteh might be able to clutch this one up for them right now. Gladiators, they've been off a little bit more than they can chew. The post bomb laid down. Danteh, what is that?
Well, another hack there onto Shredlock. No way to survive. Self-destruct coming out on the back end there from KSA, but it won't be allowed to remech as Fate goes wild. In the primal range, Yaki just going to be scooping up every single kill.
Used greatly from Shu as well. The mechanics are definitely there. Happy having to find the hammer. Pulse bomb comes out, boom forward. Happy. Oh no, no, no. Caught out of position. Still alive though, but not for much longer it feels like, whereas the rest of the charge are just crumbling, falling to pieces. Spark going to be able to capitalize and take this first opening round, or at least
Much here that could shut down Edison, but he doesn't seem to be bothered by any of it. Into the back line now with Karayan down. Dogman falls early in the fight, but with his aggressive play, that shouldn't be any real surprise. And BQ doesn't last long either. So many stuns, so much CC for Edison.
You're doing a decent job solo casting.
Thanks, bro.
There. I thought it was. I would give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that considering it's out my office. What else can he really do? Gargoyle down though. And a Discord Orb now getting stuck to Baby Bait. He got halted in. There was no way he was getting away. And it actually looks like, Matt, the Florida may have been able to scrounge this one back from 0 to 99.
That comes in from Yaki, some extra damage as well that ends up putting him away.
There it is, finally a kill. Logix finds BQB, and now he gets to stretch his legs a little bit more to the delight of many. Fate now.
Go button for the rest of the Gladiators as they try to make their way over to the point, but here, still being hounded down, will get picked off from behind by Shax. Is that going to be enough for them to maintain control here? So the answer might just be yes, because Birdring follows suit, joining him in the grave. The sound barrier is out now from both of these teams. Shields melting away as the pulse bomb goes forward. Shax manages to find Big Goose, follows up onto OG, and Shax is starting to pop the hell off.
The sound barrier used to keep Logix up with his dead eye. He's not finding any value. Great pulse bomb from Kevster again, finding the target he needed to. And this is absolute brutality. You can see him tearing through the opposition. 3 kills, I think.
Both Winston's under pretty heavy fire, and Ivy gets caught soon! Was able to get to the back, aided by the Zen. Now Paris looking at man advantage and a big poke advantage here. Jake, but no spikes down. Carpe trying to turn this around, but it might be too late.
Carpe does commit. Sato finds another. This is a tough fight, but they're keeping an interesting trance, and Primal committed from Philly Fusion. They don't want to give up control.
Both teams going back and forth soon. The pillar here for Paris. Soki so far almost gets cut down by Alarm. Firing at him, forcing him back. But it just opens up opportunities for FD God and Hobbit go to really ensure that he's getting damaged. So really nicely done. GodsB taking down Fitz, but Profit gets a little bit of vengeance here. The Pulse Bomb coming through. Oh man, he double dips. Gets rid of Danteh as well. Now follows up on him. Getting rid of both of these supports is wreaking havoc against the Hangzhou Spark, who have yet to move this card at all.
Listen to that. Nano onto Among, and oh, there's Architect! The bomb! Taking down both supports and Azaria for good measure on top. That's 4 for Architect.
Another flank for Boston. That's a beautiful stick by Colourhex. Both supports are going to go down. Oh, it's almost perfect. Now they just need to push on, and look at the time bank too. Going into last point in Junkertown could be so devastating. Halo does end up falling though to Hisu. And a little bit of revenge, but it should be just clean. Ivy's Bob does end up falling as well. Transcendence coming out from Myunbong. Perfect stick by Carpe though. Puck ends up falling. Myunbong's there as well. Oh, they needed a miracle, and they definitely found it. Carpe coming up clutch once again as Ivy finishes up the fight as well. Fusion on.
And that'll be the blade that comes up. The Nano comes a little bit later.
What an explosive end to what could have been quite a glorious Nano blade. Jerry's able to find 2 kills though, and now look for Rolf as well. That stick is good, and Jerry is going haywire. KSA trying to chase the Tracer down, now just has to move into stall mode, and that won't last long either. Huge fight from Jerry.
Unbelievable. That EMP left a lot to be desired, and I think it's one of the tougher EMPs to hit, as self-destruct comes down as well. They're trying to get an EMP that connects with players on the high ground and the low ground, but Suna only connected with both supports.
Treadlock forces fade here. OniGOD has to reposition himself now. That Coalescence is mostly used defensively as far as we can tell. Again, Dalton is getting a lot of these solo kills. Stratus this time, the victim. The Justice have 5 players. You see that Ark is about to return to the fight. Raw might have bought enough time, but again, Dalton's in the kill feed on that Tracer. Chunking him on down. The Vancouver Titans are so close to get into the last phase of this map, and Raw has returned. Ark and Raw, just the 2 of them right now, and Raw can only hold on for so long.
Instantly isn't enough for the rally break. She's taking so much pressure, but she's surviving. Bernard out of the fight. The Hunters in prime position, 6 on 5 as they move forward, and it's Leave. One after another, it's Leave. Make it 3, 4. Leave going wild into the back, and that's going to be it. Leave just crushing the Spitfire at the very end, and the Hunters are up 2-0.
You can't get agilities there, no Blizzard. You have a Gravitic Flux, but it is not going to make a difference.
I mean, Shawfall puts himself at mid to long range from his Zenyatta. It's as close as he could get. He's able to get Glister though. That's the first pick, but Danteh was chasing him down, keeping track of him. Gets rid of him. Nemesis will prolong his lifespan just a little bit longer here with that kinetic grasp, and that is it. Toronto Defiance. Oh dear, that attack is looking toothless as all heck. It has to be an ice block here. Just to try and keep agilities alive, he goes for a solo.
Edison's looking just to try and take his Stever as low as possible. KSA trying to get safety. Remember, no burst healing really available for the Titans, and as a result, they lose Wolf, and he had Transcendence. That's about as bad as things could go for Vancouver after a decent start to the fight. But they'll lose point control now, and Treadlock is either get hit by a car or get run over by Edison. Yeah, as this looks like it's going to be the Atlanta Rain Mio up push this away is.
He's ready. Rolling for Toby, trying to armor everybody up. Gesture going to get caught by Audate, going in on top of him as well. Saw him finish him off, but just now do they find that kill? Let's get the grab in. Primal Rage is cleaving them all down. Another pulse bomb in for the Big Bang combo. Architect gets himself another 2 kills.
It's really just the whole Corey. Oh, Corey! He was lying in wait for Jerry, and the trap was sprung. A pulse bomb to follow up. You love to see it. Colourhex fares no better once more. Corey!
Down, but Arn's already been taken down. Yaki keeping tabs on him for the entire round so far, but that's the double pulse for Striker. He was waiting for an opportunity and he found it. And in the nick of time, San Francisco finally
Oklahom's in the back line, finding the pick off. The Transcendence comes through, but a little bit too late now from Shax. Just trying to keep his team alive. It's all for him and Kevster to keep this point ticking, keep it going in the end. Shax has to get a kill. He finds one. The Disco Orb supports him and Kevster fight.
I see falling in the back line. Sato, though, gets turned on, taken out. The stick from Soon, but it's traded.
Soon goes back over with the pulse bomb, keep Paris in the fight. This is a slugfest. Philly, though, Carpe with 2 on the other end.
DJ going to fall. 99% to either side as Saebyeolbe's pulse bomb will be taken away by the D-Matrix works from Void, who's dangerously low and will get knocked out. Then eliminated. Fleta trying to hold on. Pulse bomb lob out, doesn't manage to find anything, and Saebyeolbe is starting to wreck house right now on the side of the Shanghai.
Back out, but XD has the hard carry again.
XD gets 2 and FD pops Valkyrie, so maybe they think they can win this.
Well, Transcendence now comes into play. XD got there, but soon steps up at just the right time. Okay, nice graviton surge to the high ground there. Keeps Art in place. And the Justice all that looks like they were used there, but it is the Dragon Strike that really sets up that fight for the Outlaws here. And they know full well, one mistake could cost them the map and hence the series. So they are playing very tight. Right now,
Sure goes Tracer. I was almost thinking, are we going to see a world in which you play like McCree Torbjorn against this? Oh!
Not player of the match, potential there. Sleep does not find the stick, does not get anything. Jinmu finds one, gets the baby Yvette, looking for a little bit more. Bebe gonna be taken down before he can get in range. We'll just go ahead and pick up the mini pack. The flip comes through as A-Long falls, but now we've got 2 ultimates available. Shatter being used, bomb available now for Sanjay as he tries to rejoin in for the rest of the squad. 78% on the board for the Chengdu Hunters. Elsa forced to use the self-destruct. The Maywall comes up, blocks that one out. Elsa tries to make it back, but GodsB cuts him down. 4 pistols right into the back of the dome. The pulse bomb goes straight on the Yamato. They cut him out of the fight, absolutely deleted. And that might just be it. 91% could be the end of the line for the Chengdu Hunters. Dragons done that with just not connecting with Fleta. However, Rio manages to find a higher strike and take off. So it's going to be an exchange on those Brigidas. Fleta is still unlocked on the point. Helps take down Shu, now finds Nero. The pulse bomb already built up. 3 calls back with some swag to try and get rid of Happy. Will be able to do so. This is the Fleta show.
A Nano Blade versus a rallying Brig with a Byron in on top of it. It's not going to work, unfortunately. Prophet and KSP end up finding kills. KSF now trying to hunt down the back line, but little does he know, they're actually in the main door.
Sleep onto Toby doesn't do all too much, but the rest of the support lineup for Valiant are taking a heavy beating. Astro is going so low, ends up getting taken out by Prophet. Now that lack of heals are really going to start burning away at the health bars of the Valiant. KSP is going to get out of there rather quickly as Prophet finishes off KSF.
It's got to get a dodge. You hear the ominous music, and that means that we're about to end the map here. Pulse bomb and self-destruct, the best hope for a Valiant team trying to stay on the offense in Dorado. Marvel's going to have a defensive substitute, and mines are up. That's brutal.
And self-destruct too. Yeah. There's not really much you can really do here, to be honest. KSP, last ditch attempt to get his pulse bomb eaten, and Prophet ends the round with a pulse bomb.
Doesn't early. Could have found a kill there, but really I think he was hoping to catch Gunner as he came out of Transcendence. The timing wasn't quite there. Dragon Strike through. Gargoyle with kinetic grasp here, and he actually eats up the arrow from the Dragon Strike. You do not see that often at all. That means he was close enough to the arrow from the Hunter.
The Earth Shatter is going to be unleashed. Super still holding on to his. We'll see it, but it looks like the shots are absolutely decimating. Striker.
To be honest, Matt, they've pretty much got one chance as it is. Realistically, yes. Logix another pulse bomb. That's the stick. Chris not able to get away. Logix trying to press it on Gangnam. Jin, and he gets 2. Somehow Logix comes up with the answer when none seem to present itself. Florida still in control of the point. They're trying to stall things out, but Korea finds one down range on BGB, and Florida are looking absolutely haggard now. Nevix over the top. This should be the cap here. Desperately Gargoyle trying to stall things out of self-destruct here, but Toronto are wise to it. They break line of sight.
Very little pressure on him.
Oh! Gotta love it! Holds into the pulse bomb. Godspeed.
That's right. A big part of them getting the win there. So what can he do here? Oh my! Well, Kareem gets blown up. He couldn't get away. It was a 1 clip from Danteh though. That much is certain. And he's already got 2 supports down.
Is he invisible?
Look at the Defiant crumble, dude. Hello? Here's the EMP. Suna gets it. Looks like Tuba managed to recall just in time, and a great stick from Dalton. That's 3 from him. Opens it up with the 2-for with the pulse bomb. And then he's just getting extra.
As well, that'll be an EMP. They don't connect with Nico. But I think now, if you're the Paris Eternal, you probably just cut your losses and back up. Yeah. The Gladiators, they end up using EMP. They use pulse.
Onto an awaiting Jerry. Pulse bomb going to be coming through. Manages to find the kill on a Colourhex. Halo gets Goomba stopped. Shax will pick up 3, looking for a little bit more here on the back end of that fight. About the impact.
Astro's going to have
that one online. Uses the bomb. Not going to be able to find any kills with that specifically, but still does manage to find Lastro. Follows up for a 2nd kill now onto Rain. Point has still not used.
Days, and they plan to make use of it here. Self-destruct on the point. Birdring has to hide behind the pipes for the time being, and that takes away an opportunity for him to work these tanks down. Nico steps up. His duplicate was gainful. Gets the self-destruct and now beams in from over the top. The Coalescence interrupted from Shax. No healing available now from the Gladiators, and that's all she wrote. It'll be a desperate attempt for Mirror, but all he sees...
Drone is forced and deleted by Prophet. Prophet, if he can find a stick. Ooh, this is easy.
Moving in, takes down his Yaki. No pulse bomb required, gets the stick! A clean double for Prophet. He might not be done yet. Here on the payload, bouncing around. Fleta still trying to stall things out, but I don't think Fleta's going to be the hero this time. It's all Prophet from here.
It is such a...
Or the Amp Matrix on the other team. On the Ursa with a pick off.
Edison with 2.
Scenario, but Shax is on Tracer. When he's on his signature hero, well, everything just gets that much more impossible. Hydration though tries to turn it around, gets a nice move off onto Rain, but Shax with 3 kills. You've got to be joking.
Still the Spitfire at an advantage. Among moving in, Molly already down. Among looking for any sort of knockoff here. Bomb to the back. And Glister going, I think Tracer's pretty good. Yeah, it is. 3 for Glister, about to put Chengdu out of the map, out of the series. It's a Spitfire taking turn of ultimates.
Well, they're not trying anymore. They're getting hosed down by Rolf, but Dalton gets another double with the pulse bomb. Again, stepping up when needed. The Titans had used a lot of their ultimates, but they still had the key one, the Coalescence.
One you can see Stitch trying to do the Lord's work, but beaten down by Shax. Loses the 1v1, the recall, the stick. He got moved off the point, but Shax, you're just styling on him at this point. The 3K? Are you kidding me? Show me some more. I'm hungry for it, Shax, and Shax is hungry for the win. Multiple.
He was low enough for him to go down. Oh my god, I bet he wish he had a pulse on right there. Carpe ends up going down to the pulse. Logix saw people get grabbed together and he just couldn't do anything about it. And now Edison with the 1v3 in the back. Bob 2. That one Titanfield's going to get almost instantly killed. There it goes. They're going to have to do the damage now. Tuba's found himself in the back line with a lot of HP and a lot of armor. That's a 3k for Tuba. Him and Ark just dove on the back line to make sure Boston Uprising could do all of anything. Fusion's now on the ball to try and get back to the point in time.
They're forcing them all the way back. It's a very much a last-minute EMP. He's very satisfied in just hacking people. Now's the time to use it if he's ever going to. A hacked out Coalescence would have been good, but actually Crimso was able to stay away from it, just out of range. And now the beat to re-engage for the fuel. They're still making this work somehow, and OniGOD building up to a pulse bomb as well. A perfect tag onto Meko. The stick on the back for OniGOD too. The damage has been done. The late EMP wasn't worth it for the Outlaws.
Now need to win this fight, but Striker with the pulse bomb battered into the corner. Smurf setting his teammate up for victory, and the dash out will not be
It's going to be absolutely huge. Already Hop's going to be eliminated. We're not going to be seeing another EMP. When it goes in, he gets the one flip off the baby. Even now, Hollows going to be gone. The sound barrier doesn't mean anything. They take him out, and one on the Heartbreaker on the way to the Mystic and Wari. A miracle from the side of the field. Excelsior. Mono is still alive, still in the fight. More from Saebyeolbe going to be snapped with Boy with the D-Matrix. Doesn't get an opportunity to try and turn this on the
sound barrier, so that's going to be their engagement tool. As long as he can stay hidden.
Yeah, well, Yaki with a double kill off the pulse bomb finds both supports. Rolf and Carpe both taken down by that one. Gangnam Jin getting in on the action. Will manage to finish off Shredlock, so Mayhem looking for a barely.
So point present score to define is pretty big. Nice first kill onto Gator. It's going to be hard for the tanks to really claim a lot of space here. Make that 2 in fact. Coco ends up going down as well. A triple kill for Zykk.
Diving into the backline, hunting for an opportunity. That Discord orb placed gently onto Fearless. Well, not Fearless, I should say Gushway. Nice post bomb though from Fleta. Whips it around. He's going to find an opening. Pickoff still anyone's game as it's traded out. 1 for 1, pound for pound, flesh for flesh, but not finding really too much more. Godspeed's got to go huge here, but he gets brought down as well. Fleta still no one handling him, keeping everybody in check. The respawns though are starting to come in, and a huge sleep dart from Bebe. That might just be enough to try and stop this one, to try and put the Shanghai Dragons in their place. We'll find out soon enough though. The fight continues. Infrasight from GodsB is going to be used here to give them a bit of an extra advantage, a bit of a boon in the battle. Architect still causing havoc though, still needs to try and get this big up, but the heals are too good, Josh. The heals are too good.
Is Yaki here? They're not running Diva.
Oh, again! And he did this post bomb onto Isu as well. Fight's done, fight's over. Oh my word, I bet headshot from B. Oh my word. Imagine if he took that all the way, just right in front of the team. Wouldn't have been wise. There's the post. There's the drag as well! Oh my god, I didn't expect it. Danteh!
The Brigida alone should not be enough, and this is easy pickings for Lieb to just dash around and finish people off. Goes for the pulse bomb, takes down Sassen, a Tracer's playground right now here, Jake, and Lieb just cannot be stopped.
Nenne, I honestly think that's a bit overkill. I think they could have saved that for second point rally. They shouldn't have to use any of this. It is all inevitable that Houston should be able to pick it up. Why not? Pulse bomb, pulse bomb.
Yeah, it's done. No, thank you.
KSP will take down Fusions. Grab now coming out from McGravy, gets them all nice and put together for the Big Bang combo. Shax comes up with 2, finds the third on the back end of the fight. His person will fall.
Pretty difficult to burst it down. Fight is still going on here, though.
He got back into it. Della Mecco didn't let Mecco get back into mech. Danteh dancing around. Paris still down in numbers. Danteh moving forward, looking for the Hammond, finishes it off. And right now the Outlaws looking to be surgical. Not let Paris get back into the fight once more.